Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Sean, and today we're diving into a question that's potentially quite controversial. It's something I think every Singaporean male asks themselves at 18, and to be fair, most of their lives thereafter. Is conscription modern day slavery? Why do we grind through 2 years of national service only to watch foreign talents get the same benefit of a safe, reliable nation without paying the cost? It's a debate that's been raging on for years, and trust me, I've got a lot to say about this. So, picture this. You're a young Singaporean guy, fresh out of NS, also known as conscription. You have trekked through jungles, carried your fuel pack, and maybe even mastered the art of cleaning a rifle. Some might say, your wife, as the boys in camp like to joke. But then you hear about how guys from India and China have taken your jobs. And your girlfriend? The system called Potong Jalan. She's left you to date a tech bro from the US, cruising off in a shiny Lamborghini. These foreign talents land employment pass jobs, barely experience, no NS, just waltzing in while your life gets uprooted. You're thinking, hold up, is this fair?
What?
So what exactly is national service? NS for short is a mandatory conscription for Singaporean males. 2 years of your life plus up to 10 years of reservist duties. It's sold as a duty to protect our nation, and I get it. Singapore's small. We have some aggressive neighbours. And we need a strong defence. But when you see foreign talents skipping that burden and landing roles in tech, finance, it stinks. Let me put it out there. NS is important, but the system feels stacked against locals. More so, if you're a guy.
Do you think that girls should do NS?
Nope. Because they have babies to look after. If girls do NS and boys do NS, then what about the baby? The baby will live at home, yeah?
So it's not just about time. Some argue NS and CPF policies make locals less appealing to employers. Think about it. If you're a boss, you might pick a foreign talent who's always available, or a female over a local guy who could potentially get caught away for 2 weeks at a time of reservist training. It's not fair, but it's also how some companies operate. But I guess the great equalizer is that they have to compete for quotas or employment passes. But is it enough? So herein lies the economics of conscription. It's a form of social welfare benefit. National service in Singapore ensures a secure, stable society that benefits everyone, including foreign talents who don't serve. By providing a strong defense and social order, economically it's a hidden tax, however, on Singaporean males. 2 years of lost earnings, delayed opportunities, and ongoing reservist obligations, costing us thousands in opportunity costs. Studies actually estimates conscription reduces lifetime earnings by 5 to 10% due to delayed workforce entry. Yet this is a tax that only males are burdened with. But it creates a public good, a safe Singapore that attracts global investment and talent, driving economic growth. Without NS, we'll need a bigger professional army, spiking taxes for all, or compromising security in a volatile region. So I always like to juxtapose this with South Korea, where a similar mandatory conscription of men happens, but they have it about 18 months. And it also serves as a social welfare benefit, right? But both countries are similar in that we face ultra-low fertility rates like them, with Singapore's total fertility rate at 0.97 in 2024 and South Korea at 0.75. Both far below the 2.1 needed for population replacement. This demographic crisis strains their economies and militaries, as fewer younger men means fewer conscripts. So what does this all mean? Whether this leads to a burgeoning preponderance of unhappy males, some might call them incels, is up for debate. But I wouldn't be surprised if tensions keep growing in Singapore like it has been in Korea. Korean's gender dynamic adds another layer. A strong divide between toxic masculinity and feminism, amplified during President Moon's term from 2017 to 2022. It also mirrors Singapore's tension where we can see a lot of unrest among the youths as well. In Korea, conscription is a male-only duty, and feminist movements have been popping up, like the 4B movement. No marriage, childbirth, dating, or even coitus. While some might be blaming feminism for the fertility crisis, others might say it's due to conscription. Yet, abolishing conscription or including women is essentially political suicide for both nations. Suggesting women serve national service risks alienating half the electorate as it would in Korea, where traditional gender norms and Confucian values still hold a lot of authority. And neither country can afford to lose voting power by challenging these norms, despite the economic and social costs of low fertility and male-only conscription. So if you might argue that NS builds character, discipline, and pride, you gotta ask yourself, what cost is it there when you're competing with others who don't have to serve? National service is of course still needed. Singapore's survival depends on it. But to me, in my opinion, more can be done to support at least our nation's youth and males One thing I find very poignant is that politicians like Gerald Giam is actually pushing for change. So it's not something that's not being spoken about in politics. And at least keeping that debate alive feels like our voices are, in some sense, heard. There's no pure equality in this world, but we can all just learn to be kinder to one another, value the sacrifices of NS men, and build a Singapore where everyone feels they belong. That's just my impartial take on this whole concept of jobs for FTs, NS for Sinkies. But what do you think? As a Singaporean, is national service holding us back, or is it just part of being Singaporean? Drop your thoughts below, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below on what you think. If you agree or disagree, I'm open to hearing your opinions, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!